Sophie Cunningham better have some deep pockets, and this podcast that she's doing, Show Me Something, Sophie Cunningham, show me something, Sophie Cunningham and Wes Wilson. This podcast better make her some bread because I'm telling you right now, I love it. I love every bit of it because it's the realest podcast we've got out here. It's the one where you're getting more truth bombs than you'll ever see on any other podcast that's going on at the moment. But man, oh man, oh man. Sophie Cunningham better be making some serious bread off this bad boy because she is getting fined every time she opens her mouth, man. And I love every minute of it, but I don't want her to give up her entire season paycheck for the sake of telling the truth. But, let's talk about it. Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of Rudy's Rant, Her Game, Her Way, Women's Basketball. We talk facts over feelings. I'm your host, Rudy Rodriguez Showmont. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell. Leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on the content, man. Sophie Cunningham is on a heater right now, on a heater on the basketball court, knocking down threes. But she is also on a major heater in saying it with a chest because Sophie gives no flying you know what's. She gives no flying you know what's, and she gave no flying you know what once again with this most recent podcast that she dropped. This is just the second one that she's dropped. She caught a $1,500 fine on the first one because she voiced her opinion on the officials and the targeting the target of Caitlin Clark, and for which she was in a locker room last year where you're damn right they put a target on her ass. No question about it. And also blasting off on every freaking player saying, if y'all dumb as fuck, by the way, if you haven't done so yet, go get the merch. Y'all dumb as fuck. T-shirts, I made them. You asked for them. I made them. They're on the website. They're on my website. Come on now, podcast.com. Hit the merch shop. It's the first or second t-shirt there. It has an AI image of Sophie Cunningham. That is not Sophie Cunningham, obviously, the AI image. And go grab yourself a t-shirt, man, because that was the greatest line ever. Y'all literally dumb as fuck. So let's hear what she had to say here in this podcast about these fines because it's crazy how much money she's going to lose if she keeps doing this. And I don't want her to lose all her money, but it does provide great content, I must say. So I would presume that this channel is going to hit hard and make her some serious bread. So let's listen to this.
When you get fined, do they put like verbatim like quote here, like this is why you're being fined and this is why it's this much? Or is it like, hey, quit talking shit on us, Venmo us like 1,500?
What happens is they email our GM, and she pulls me aside and she goes, "Come here, Soph, I have to talk to you." And this was in like front of everybody. And I was like, "What did I do now?" And she just
What did I do now? Yo, you gotta love that shit. What did I do, man? Yo, I feel like it feels like some husband wife stuff. What did I do wrong now? Jeez Louise, what did I do wrong now?
smile and she goes, "Hey, they're gonna find you again." They're like, I even told them, I even credited them that their job was hard. I did say that, and I said that I would
No,
not
you
be good
did.
at it. I did say that. Like, look at the whole picture. What are we doing? But yeah, so I got fined for that. So
If I get lumped in associated with you and then have beef with the front office of the WNBA, that puts me at 2 leagues that I have like outwardly public beef with, because the NHL hates my guts also,
Oh my
which is a
God.
well,
old story.
One of the
I'm kind of thinking that the W is starting to have some beef with my comments, but I also have to say that more than 95% of the population who watches the WNBA agrees with me. So
With that,
Yeah, we do. We do. We absolutely agree with you, Sophie. We agree that the refereeing and the officiating in the WNBA is atrocious. It's dog shit. It's trash. They suck. You're nicer than I am because you said it's a tough job. I don't think it's a very tough job. Not for how they officiate. The way they officiate is not very tough. They're so bad that if they just did 5% better, the game would look a lot better. But they suck. For whatever reason, they really, really suck.
Without a doubt, we know what we have to talk about this week. Sweeping the interwebs. WNBA dildos. Awesome. Not just dildos, may I add. Like neon green, probably glow in the dark. Dildo.
Dude, Green Machine. Green Machine.
Remember the movie Mean Machine? Mean Machine. Mean Machine. Mean Machine. No. Green Machine. Green Machine. Green Machine.
That's
honestly
electric.
Dude, it's funny.
Yeah,
like, don't get me
You
wrong.
had a response.
It's hilarious. But then I tweeted, like, I was like low-key joking. And I think people, like, I was like joking, but serious, but like more joking than serious.
I'll defend you in this instance. Like, objectively, that's so dangerous. I've even tripped on a dildo in my own apartment that someone left on the floor.
What? What? Wait. What? You've tripped on a dildo that someone left in your apartment on the floor. Yo, this is going a whole different direction. What? Inquiring minds want to know that. I gotta hear if this goes any further.
Like, they're not good for ankles, and we all know. So I agree.
Or
with you.
like, I wasn't even thinking about my ankles. I was thinking about like if someone threw that thing and like, first of all, the bounce that thing had, if that smacks someone in the face, you know that's going to be plastered everywhere. And if it didn't hit, if it came from the top, dude, I'm thinking about like if it gets like I just know how things go viral now, and I just know if that thing like even came from like the rafters or bounced and just slapped me right in the face, that would be what I'd be known for life. So I was just trying to protect all of our images. And yeah, I'd break a fucking nose. What the hell?
Yeah. Do we know if I should know this, but did they find the person who threw it or not?
So there's actually been 3 dildos that have been thrown.
There's been 5 now. Because this was recorded prior to when she got hit with the dildo yesterday in LA on the leg. And it's so funny that she records this and then she's the one that gets hit with the dildo. It didn't hit her in the face, thankfully. It hit her on the leg. And she was laughing about it. I do think it is a serious situation where the laughing about it, like at a certain point, it's no longer funny. But the players have made it funny or made it kind of a joke of it. So it's like, how do you take it seriously when they're not really taking it seriously? They're not. I mean, she thinks it's funny. She mentioned you could break your nose, but she's more laughing about it. And even like the Angel Reese post and the Colson stuff. And the first person I heard kind of irritated about it was Kelsey Mitchell. But like, where is Kathy Engelbert on this thing? Like, you're the fucking commissioner of the league. You haven't made a statement about this thing. It's crazy.
Which is insane. All green. And I was like, hey, like, this is going to be a thing. Like,
I saw that they offered
this.
You're not allowed to talk about this, so you probably can't even respond to what I'm going to say, but there were betting lines for the next colored dildo thrown on the court at a WNBA game.
No, they're all going to be green, bro. They're all going to be green, dude. Yeah, you're not going to have anything. You're going to have them all be green. Yeah, I don't think they're going to be anything but green dildos. I hope it stops, though. It needs to stop. It really needs to stop. So we're getting a little backstory here, though, as I went through the video. Here we go.
This is a big thing, and we're just kind of like just talking about bullshit, you know?
Yeah. No, the weekly ones will be a lot easier just because we just have to talk about 7 days instead of 20
And stop throwing dildos.
years of our lives.
PSA.
I'm so confused why you tripped on one in your apartment.
Me too.
Ooh, and episode.
Well,
Actually, dude, we're at the end. We're at time. Yeah, we're 10 minutes over.
All right, FaceTime me.
I got you.
I want to hear why he tripped over a dildo in his apartment. That's interesting. But let's go into some other part of this thing where she
Did you ever
talks about
play
Paige
UConn in
Bueckers.
college?
No.
Okay, first look at Paige Bueckers.
Yeah.
How do we feel?
I love her.
Do you have a relationship off the court at all, or do you just love her as a b-ball player?
No, I think I did. Well, no, I don't really have a relationship with her off the court at all. But I just like love her vibe and her energy. Like I just think that she is a good freaking human, and she's a great basketball player. But like she really is. She's just like a great teammate, and she's a phenomenal leader. And like I am all for that. I think she's just, and I know a lot of people. She's probably going to get Rookie of the Year as she should. But I just think like she's taller than I am. We played her 3 times, and the way she just gets to her mid range is just insane. Like her,
Yeah,
I don't know. You cut her off, and she just has so much in her
she's got a
bag
bat.
that like
She's
no, she legit has a bag.
no, I know, I
Like,
know.
literally. But she's fun to play against. Like we were kind of chatting it up last game, but I like her. She's a hell of a player.
For all this shit talking you do you get some meaningful conversations in there every once in a while?
Dude, of course. Like
No,
we
I
play-
know.
yeah. No, it's so funny though, because like we played on Friday, and like I'm just gonna break it down. So there's this one play where second half she like went to the left, and I cut her off, and she did like a step through and like banked it. And we were there, so the whole crowd's like, ooh, and I was like, all right, yeah, that's a good move. And we were running back, and she goes, hey, I traveled on that last one. And I was like, no, I thought you did, you know what I mean? But like we were just like talking up or something, and then like I fouled, but it wasn't a foul. They called, and I told the rep to like challenge it, or our coaches to challenge it. And they're like, I think she was like, yeah, they should challenge that. I was like, I know. It's like, well, they never listened to me.
Do you think you give as light of a whistle as the NBA on traveling?
No, there's nothing like the NBA when it comes
There's
to their
nothing
traveling.
worse than the NBA.
Yeah, I mean, I figured that, but like,
There's nothing like it. It's
crazy
like that. And I've been like, dude, it's comical. Like I'm just.
You had to think about that for a second, but that's really funny because I knew the answer. I just want to see if you would be polite.
Dude, real quick, before I'm not gonna be polite on that, but in the corner though, like we're talking about it and kind of laughing, and I like hit her, and of course like the internet and everyone's like, oh, Paige isn't messing with Sophie, she doesn't like her. I was like, dude, we were literally laughing and talking to each other, and I was like, people want us to hate each other so bad, like everyone. I'm just like, what is going on? I'm like, it's not like that. So
Yes, that is the case. People want you to hate each other. That's what creates the rivalry, creates, it creates the rivalry, it creates the talk, it creates the drama. I think it's refreshing that what she said about Paige Bueckers. I agree with her. I think Paige is running away with Rookie of the Year. She's having an absolutely great year. And when you listen to a player talking about another player and speaking highly of that player, it's the way players should look at players. You would love to hear more of it from other people in the league. I don't think you hear much of this from other people in the league. I really like this. So I really do like this Sophie Cunningham podcast because I really do believe that she's going to give you a fresh perspective, a fresh outlook, and you're going to really get to see she has a personality. Whereas these other podcasts that you're seeing with players, I watched clips of Angel Reese. I think the Angel Reese podcast is what it is. It's gossip girl shit. And then, the Aaliyah Boss and Candace Parker thing, I don't know how that's going to evolve or work because I don't think Aaliyah Boston's ever going to tell the truth. But you got Sophie who's going to tell the truth, man. She's going to keep it a buck at all times, man. She's going to keep it real and she's going to tell you what she thinks. I just hope that she doesn't give away all her money in fines because that $1,500 fine, if you divide that over the course of 44 games, her salary this season is $100,000. She makes approximately $2,275 a paycheck. I'm sorry, per game, and that's pre-tax. So she basically gave her entire game check away after taxes to a fine, and that's insane. That's absolutely freaking insane. And I think that, it's unfortunate and ridiculous that you can't say anything about anything. And that's why these podcasts for players are dangerous because they can get themselves in a lot of trouble. They can get themselves in a lot of headache, create financial loss for themselves. So this podcast better kick ass for her, and I hope it does. I'll definitely be watching more of it because I think we're gonna get tons and tons of content from this, from what she has to say, because she holds nothing back. She's no holds barred. She keeps it real about Paige Bueckers. People think, oh, we hate each other. I don't hate Paige Bueckers. She shook me up and then told me she traveled. I mean, I think that's funny as hell. I think that's really refreshing. It's a refreshing perspective, and it would be so and you're never going to hear that come from another player in the WNBA when talking about Sophie Cunningham's teammate, Caitlin Clark. You're never going to hear it. You're never going to, only from her. She'll be the only one that says it that way. But y'all let me know y'all thoughts in the comments. What do you think of the fine that she had to deal with? What do you think of this, of her podcast, and obviously the comments about the dildo, which did happen to hit her. I mean, I think this is a refreshing podcast, and I'd love to hear what y'all have to say. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell. And if you haven't followed Sophie Cunningham's podcast yet, it's Show Me Something Sophie Cunningham, and what is his name again? West Wilson. Subscribe to that podcast because I think it's going to bring you fire, man. Again, like the video, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell, leave a comment. This is Rudy's Rant, Her Game, Her Way Women's Basketball. Come on now.